Empowering True Crime Alex here, and this is just a continuation of a story I posted yesterday. Just wanted to give some updates because a lot of people in my comments were asking, hey, was this person driving a white, or did he have a white car? Did they have any K-bar knives? So here it says, man fatally shot by SWAT team during standoff. And let's see, Washington State Patrol officer stood outside the coffee house apartment complex on Latah, funny enough, Latah Street, surrounded by police tape Thursday afternoon while investigating an officer-involved shooting after one man was killed by a SWAT team member during early hours. A man in his 30s was fatally shot by a member of the Whitman County Regional SWAT team after a standoff in his apartment late Wednesday night and into the early Thursday morning hours, according to a Pullman Police Department news release. Around 28 residents, 20 Washington State University student residents, and 8 non-student residents were evacuated from the premises during the incident. Pullman police responded to the 1000 block of Latah Street at 8:37 p.m. Wednesday after receiving a report of a weapon offense, according to the release. Officers found the man was allegedly threatening to kill his roommates at their apartment. The roommates were later evacuated from the complex. Officers tried to speak with the man, but he barricaded himself inside the apartment. Pullman police, crisis negotiators, and the Whitman County Regional SWAT team responded, but the man began to fire in his apartment. So I think that's why it escalated to the point where it wasn't stopping and, he actually was firing in his apartment, and why he ended up, here it says the man was shot by a SWAT team member around 3:58 a.m. Thursday after failed negotiations, exacerbated behavior, and continued danger to the community and officers, according to the release. He was found dead after the SWAT team cleared the apartment. And the case has been passed on to Palouse Area Law Enforcement Critical Incident Response Team, who are currently investigating the incident, along with the Washington State Patrol, according to a WSP news release. Washington state law requires further investigation to be completed by an independent agency when an officer involved used deadly force, according to the release. Now, this is the part, it's actually quite lovely. I guess Washington State University took in these displaced residents and gave them showers and, restrooms, clothing, and food, and even psychological support to help with mental health issues as a result of the standoff. Loftus said the investigation is still active and further information will be provided by WSP. The Whitman County's coroner's office will release the name of the man when appropriate, according to the release. So we still don't even know what the name of the person is. And, it doesn't sound like we're going to get much detail about him yet. It's unfortunate that somebody had to die because of this. I'm really hoping that was the best result if he was threatening to shoot at other people, or maybe even threatening to shoot cops. But the big reason that we're actually looking into this story is to see if there's a connection with the Idaho Four. It says here, WSP is a primary investigating agency of an officer-involved shooting in Pullman. Main Street is closed from Spring Street to Bishop Boulevard, and immediate inquiries may be sent to, and this is the email here. In the continuation, it says, it is extremely early in the investigation of this incident, but at this time, it does not appear this is connected to the Idaho incident. We appreciate everyone's patience as we investigate. Additional details will be forthcoming when available. Okay, well, there you have that. And the last thing I wanted to mention is just the continuation of the casino stabbing that also happened in Washington State. It says here the bail set at $1.5 million for man accused in Washington casino stabbing. So there are more details. There weren't a lot of details yesterday in the article that I read. It said a judge has set bail at $1.5 million for a man accused of stabbing 4 people Monday night at a Washington casino and leading police on a high-speed chase. Scott Harmier, 41, of Vancouver, Washington, appeared Wednesday in Clark County Superior Court on suspicion of 4 counts of 4th-degree assault and 1 count of attempting to elude police. Deputy Prosecutor Julie Carmena said Harmier has been convicted of assault numerous times. Oh my gosh. Casino video showed a man seated at a poker table at the Last Frontier Casino in Le Center before reaching down to grab something and then stabbing the man next to him and several others without provocation or warning. Court records do not indicate a motive. Several people called 911 just before midnight, including a stabbing victim who said the assailant left in a Nissan sedan, according to a probable cause affidavit. So Nissan sedan, what color is that Nissan sedan? Okay, trigger warning. I'm going to get into some of the wounds here. Bradley Harrington told detectives he suffered a stab wound to the head, according to the affidavit, and he reported the weapon was a folding knife with a 4 to 5 inch, 10 to 13 centimeter blade. Another victim, identified as Virginia Ruddy, suffered stab wounds to her forehead, chest, and arm. Song Rang suffered stab wounds to her arm and neck, according to the affidavit. And then a fourth victim, who detectives believed to be Guao Liao, was stabbed in his forehead and shoulder and had a large cut to his wrist. He was admitted to the hospital. So the good news here is that although they were struck in awful places, like in their neck and in their forehead and in their head, it doesn't appear like these are life-threatening. And so that's the great news here. And as it said before, the knife was not a K-bar knife. It says it was a 4 to 5 inch blade. Now, just based on this information, it doesn't sound like there's any connection to the Idaho Four. So deputies located the Nissan shortly after the attack on Interstate 205. And deputies used an immobilization technique to stop the car and then arrested Harmier, court records said. Investigators said they saw blood on Harmier's hoodie and knife sheath on the car's passenger seat, according to the affidavit. So it doesn't seem to appear like there's any connection to the Idaho Four incident. So I'm going to venture to say there probably isn't. Any more news comes out on this case that may show a possible connection, I'll let you know. If you enjoyed this video or if you learned something from this video, I appreciate if you like and if you subscribe or follow me, so that you can get more empowering true crime updates. All right, everyone, stay safe, stay thriving, and have an empowering week. Bye for now.